Brooke Schofield has a new boyfriend. She announced it on the canceled podcast, and her fans did some digging to learn more about her new man to find out that he's a creep, a literal predator. Allegedly, and everyone is disgusted. And because of this, Brooke has been facing some backlash. It's very likely that she knows about his past. Her fans and her TikTok comments have been very vocal about it, but it hasn't stopped her from dating him. In fact, she's been defending him. Brooke is no stranger to the backlash though. This is her second big scandal in just 4 months, which is insane because she used to have so many fans that just adored her and thought she could do no wrong. It's like she did a complete 180. In August of this year, Brooke was under fire after her old, insensitive, and racist tweets resurfaced. They were very terrible tweets. After this happened, she did post an apology. Some accepted it, some didn't. After this broke out, she took some time off the podcast, then returned like a couple weeks later, and now she's in another scandal, and for good reason too, honestly. So her new boyfriend's name is Miles Canton, and online he goes by the name Miles McFly, since apparently his dad produced Back to the Future. Miles is about 38 years old right now, and Brooke is 28, so there is a bit of an age gap, but nothing crazy. But people did some digging and found out that when he was 27, so about Brooke's age now, he allegedly dated a girl who was only 16 years old. 16 years old. Could you imagine if Brooke announced that she was in a relationship with a 16-year-old boy? It would literally be the same thing. It's so bad. He allegedly dated a model named Isabella in 2014, and at the time, she would have been around 15 to 16 years old.
Back in the day, his late 20s, he was dating Isabella, who is a model. And Isabella is now 26 years old, but when she dated Miles, she was allegedly like 15 to 16 years old, making her a minor. This photo was posted in 2014 of the both of them. This photo of Isabella was posted in 2015. According to Miles' comments and Isabella's comment on top, it seems like they were definitely together.
This started to go around online, which led to Brooke responding to a comment on TikTok. And unfortunately, yes, she did defend him. In this reply, Brooke said, "Do you know what a huge difference there is between being friends with someone who's always at your best friend's house and having a relationship with a literal teenager?" And this is in reference to Miles' best friend apparently dating Sophia Richie at the time. But still, it's weird of him to be friends with a teenager when he's nearly 30 years old.
Around the time that Miles was 27 or 28, so rewinding a few years, he was close friends and business partners with a man named Jake Andrews. Right here, this is Miles, this is Brooke's boyfriend, and right here is Jake Andrews. And Jake Andrews is the ex-boyfriend of Sophia Richie. Jake and Sophia began dating when Jake was 20 and Sophia was 16. This is another photo of Jake and Sophia Richie, and this was around 2015. Also around 2015, Sophia Richie was also close friends with a girl named Isabella. And allegedly, Brooke Schofield's current boyfriend in 2024, back in 2014, 2015, was dating Isabella, Sophia's friend, who was around 16 years old at the time.
But Brooke goes on to say, "There is not a person in the world who has a bad thing to say about him, and she would tell you herself that it never happened." So people did some more digging and they uncovered a lot more evidence that these two dated. So they found his old Ask FM page, and on it, he wrote a long, heartfelt message to Isabella and included a photo of the two. If this doesn't prove that they allegedly dated, then I don't know what does. In this post, he says, "So I've been thinking how to write this, so here it is. Isabella is one of the bestest and greatest people I know. She's not only my beautiful and caring girlfriend, but also she's my best friend that knows when I'm upset without saying anything. She knows who I am, and she knows I would do anything to make her happy. Sometimes I think to myself, damn, I one lucky guy. And sometimes I think she's too good for me and that I don't deserve her. We've been through a rough time, we barely see each other, and even if she's far away, I know she misses me like I miss her. But we've been already 5 months together, and I know there's still more to come. So, baby, happy 5 months. These 5 months have been amazing and unforgettable. I'm so happy to have you in my life and call you my princess. I love you, baby girl." And this post has a timestamp. It was posted July 9th, 2015.
So I did a little bit of a deep dive into Miles and his social medias, and I found an old Ask FM that is still up today. I literally took these screenshots last night. You can go look yourself. August 2nd of 2015, someone commented on his Ask FM, "You and Isabella make a perfect/cute couple," and he commented back, "I know." On May 22nd of 2015, someone commented, "How long have you been in a relationship with Isabella?" and he said 3 months. On May 1st of 2015, he was asked, "Who is Bae?" and he tagged Isabella. And then on December 26th of 2015, someone asked on his Ask FM, "Are you and Bella still together?" And he said no. I was also able to find Bella's old Ask FM as Miles had tagged her in that post. And as you can see, Miles's name is tagged in her bio.
Someone did screenshot the Ask FM post that Miles posted about Isabella and sent it to Brooke in the DMs. Brooke responded by saying, "He did not date Isabella. It's someone he has been friends with for years. I don't know what that post is or what it's from, and neither does he. Everyone online hates me, and I understand why, but this is such a horrible thing for someone to fake or make up. Sophia dated his friend who was not Miles's age, and that's the only reason he was even around." Yes, there are a lot of people on the internet who do not like Brooke, but I don't think anyone would go out of their way to frame her boyfriend like that just because they don't like her, since those are some serious allegations. Some people do think that maybe the Ask FM screenshot or the account could be fake. They think that maybe it was just a fan account. Maybe someone who was a fan of Miles and Isabella just posted on there to make it look like they were in a relationship. It would explain the grammar since a kid would have been the one to do this if it was fake. It wouldn't be that far-fetched. But that doesn't explain all the photos and videos of them together where it looks like they were a little more than friends. Even though if they were friends, that would still be insanely weird and wrong. Well, first of all, there were his comments that he left on her Instagram post in 2015. He commented water drop emojis, which we know is pretty explicit, and she even replied to him with a heart. Then there's also this photo of them literally in bed together. Why would you, a 27-year-old man, be in bed with a teenage girl? I don't think two people who are just friends would do something like this. But even if they were literally just friends, it's still weird. I don't understand why Brooke is defending this man. Then there's this photo of him with his arm around Isabella, and then there's also this photo where he posts that Isabella is his Woman Crush Wednesday. There's also this video of them together from a fan account. But Brooke is still defending him.
Gonna take a guess and say that she's being sarcastic here. Someone commented, dating someone who dated a 16-year-old at 28 is crazy. And all she says is, "You're right, it absolutely is." So she's either being sarcastic because she's already been in her comments defending her man, or she's just agreeing that, yeah, someone who's dating a 16-year-old at 28 is crazy, but like she said, guys, all this is fake. It's not real.
Besides his alleged relationship with teen Isabella, he also just has a history of hanging out with young girls. Like, here are photos of him hanging out with Sophia Richie and Kendall Jenner, who both look way too young to be hanging out with this grown man. What could he even possibly have in common with any of these girls? I don't get why Brooke would even think that this grown man was just innocently hanging out with these young girls. I haven't seen any photos of him hanging out with young teen boys. It's so weird. Also, she tweeted this a year ago, and everyone is pointing out how ironic it is. She tweeted, "I take back every time I have ever defended a man ever, for I have always been wrong." There are people expecting her to make a TikTok series about him if/when they break up, where she exposes him for lying to her about his past relationships with teen girls and how she had no idea. The whole thing is wild, and his fascination with young girls would be alarming to anyone, but unfortunately not to Brooke.
And don't even get me started on men. Like, I wish that there was a place that I could anonymously write about someone I've dated that was maybe horrible and say, hey, you should really not date this person unless you want to deal with all of these issues. So we also need a Yelp for dating. We need a dating Yelp where people can just type in a name and then get the facts.
But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this entire situation in the comments. And as always, I will talk to you in the next video.